Let's start this thing.
Hello there. All right. We got Adam in the chat. Hello there. All right. Everything working as expected? Yeah, we go. We're working. All right. Let's get the game screen on. Okay. So, a little bit different to normal today. Normally I start warming up with fleet climbs and all that jazz, but with what's going on here, I feel like GAC might be the better starting point today. So, we're 2-0 for the week. Let me just go back around. Last round up against M. We did get the draw because neither of us could beat each other's profundity, so it was a little bit downbeat, that one, I won't lie, because the fact that I then went on to my free-to-play and beat their profundity using the same counter, a little bit frustrating the RNG failed me here, but it happens. So we can live with it, it's just a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to get the full clear and then not be sort of feeling like we didn't do the complete job, but hey, we won. So this round, we're up against Lamy. We're going on for the title, which I never thought I'd be saying in Kaiba 1, to be fair. So, Lemix of Wookiees always win. SWGOH is willing to comply. We'll have a quick look at their guild. There we go. 677 million GP. None of the names at the top sort of stick out to me like anyone who's like out there, you know, like they've in chats or they've got their own streams or anything like that. So I'm not saying they aren't big players or anything, just no one I particularly know. Limix seems to be in the top half of their guild by the looks of it, if I've just him down about right. So yeah. Let's see, we're 12.8 million GP. They're 13.3. Zetas, we're behind, 340 to 392. We're 2 Omicrons ahead, 54 to 52. 1 GL behind, 8 to 9. Ralix, we're behind, 264 to 272. Break that down some more. Yeah, they got more than double my Relic 9s, 12 to 33. 18 to 30 on the Relic 8s. We're in favour on the 7s, 98 to 74, and ahead on the 5s, 90 to 61. Look at the speeds. We're ahead on the 25s, 110 to 100. Sorry, to 86. 20 pluses are 342 to 315. We're behind on the 15s, 513 to 612. Okay, they got way more data crons than me. That's a bit of a concern. As far as modding, the Jabba mods are a bit out there. I don't think I've ever seen full health sets on Jabba. Everything else there seems reasonable. Yeah, a few interesting choices. Nothing that I'd call like absolutely wrong or anything, you know, inflammatory, but you know, just a few odd ones. .365 Ezra. We're gonna have to keep that in mind. We should be able to outspeed it if we need to. .350 Jensen is a little bit of a concern. Very tightly sped together, those two. All right. Let's get the board up. Let's see what we're working with. Manage. Let's load Temmin, reset the board, and let's go in. All right, so they got a full clear. 1843 implies no drops. And yeah, that's what we're seeing so far. No drops on Slacker, Finn, GG, or Tuscans. No drops on Ray at the bottom, Balin, Gungans, or Qui-Gon. No drops on my baby Lord Vader, Gas, or Saw. And no drops on Fleet. So they were super efficient. Let's see what they've left for me. We've got General Skywalker. We've got Kylo. We've got Malgus. And we've got the Great Mothers. Okay. On the south, we've got Lord Vader. We've got Balin. Oh, try typing again. Oh. We've got Saw. And we got Rey. Okay, so the Rey team does not have Ezra, so that to me implies that there is a potential Ahsoka lineup at the back. They've also put Cara with Saw, which does give me a bit of doubt, just in terms of Dabba Bubba. But yeah, we both had the same idea. Okay, so I need to plan around that a little bit. Let's just do due diligence as well. It is that, yeah. Okay, here's the nasty level 6. So let's go on insights. Defending Datacron primaries. We want the Saw level 9, and we want that level 6 and bulk. But then when we're talking about the team, I also put all the members in. Luthen, we got Kyle, we got Rex, we got Cara. Yeah, Dabbo drops. It is still 89% there. I find the idea interesting that 4 battles have been done that, you know, Phoenix could do. Hey up, Ada, how you doing? Struggling to get comfy? You all okay? Like, physically? Fair enough. I feel like in the hot weather that's been bad. I will agree. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest, I'm just talking through my plan here. I'm a little concerned about doing Dad Bob Bulber here because Cara Dune can be annoying. If she can get potency up, she becomes very frustrating to take out. To the point that I almost feel like you have to deal with Cara first to make sure that you've got like allies to hit when she has got potency up, if that makes any sense. It's a very awkward battle. And considering this opponent didn't drop, I'm very worried about doing that. To the point I'm almost thinking, do I use something else? I don't really like that as an option, but I don't know what my alternatives could be. What I'm thinking as well is I could potentially do Queenie here and do Seer here. It'd be overkill, but Seer could do that. Balin can be dealt with by Jabba. And we've got Leia on offense, so she can take down Lord Vader. JMK's got to do Slacker. The Great Mothers. I suppose Raver is an option there. I think I've got Freya. But I could pencil in JML on Malgus for now and then C on Gas. That's kind of leaves me a bit of room with Bane at the back. I've got Aphra, I've got Malgus, I've got the Great Mothers. I've got options for that bat wall. Alright, I kind of like what I've got here. Such a tough score to beat that 1843. Yeah, I need 66.7 average. That is crazy. I need to hope there's something at the back I can underman. Okay. Let's start them. Let's do Queen on Rey. Let's get this one out of the way. I'll move my cam as well. So as I found out not too long ago, there could be a potential hiccup here as far as Barriss. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so we go first. Let's just put that out. And let's just hit Ben. Let's send in Kobe. Yeah, that's to be expected. Yeah, let's go for Cal. All right, so the handmaiden, ooh, she did survive. Cool. My hope is that this doesn't kill anyone, but I feel like I want to just use the AoE. Oh, hang on, no, let's hold the AoE. Get that crit hit immunity off Cal. Need that moving for a minute. Okay, let's do that. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting the kill there. Okay, we've still got the handmaiden. I don't want to use that. Okay, no point using specials. We're going to be ulted in a second. Oh, hang on, I've just realised I should be going for Ray. There we go, that at least got the inspired stacks down a bit. Okay. Resummon, target Ben. Let's go for Cal. Oh, okay, we're missing. Okay, Cal down. Let's hit Ben. Let's just hide Poby. Let's do that. Call in Poby. Lovely. That is fine. That is fine. Let's just get Ben out the way. Brilliant. 75. Okay. Took a little bit of delicate handling, but we got through that. Okay, let's send in Seer here. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's safe to say they've got a head start on us. All right, Kara's down. Okay. We get a taunt. Oof. Okay. They want Cal. All right, let's dispel. Yeah, they really want Cal. Ooh. Good job, he's got an undispellable crit hit immunity. Yeah, heal yourself up, Cal. You need it. Alright. One less problem. Right, bring this guy down. Can we recover banners? Yeah, we're at max. Throw the rocks. 65. Okay. Okay, Jabber on Balin. I really wish I could four-man this. Just because I know I need to get 66 average, so I'm like, can I do something to help that along? No worries, Ada, no worries. Don't mind that, that's just pure defense, that's fine. Feels weird going four-man with this, but I feel like I've just got to keep as many banners as I can. Go on, let's do that with Chrysanthemum. Pass that to Jab Jab. And can we just call as many assists as possible onto Balin? Alright, Chrysanthemum's captive. Okay, cool. I'm surprised I can target someone without maneuver. That feels a bit weird. Yeah, I'm gonna say they disappeared very quickly, didn't they? A little bit quicker than I was anticipating, to be honest. I thought Balin would have been around a bit longer. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the banners back, although I'd like a bit more. Right, Hondo's down. Yeah, they really want Leia. Try and rob my banners. This won't perma-kill, but we'll get those banners back. But I'm thinking, do we hold it? No, let's just do it. Throw that. And do that. 66. All right. In terms of keeping our average up, 66 is good. Because I cannot underman here. I mean, this is like the big daddy of no undermanning. Loads of armor pen. Yeah. Let's go for that. All right, there's Vader with the crush. Let's pull the log. Okay. Let's pass that to Drogon. Let's kill Apo. Oh, okay, so we have lost Adrad there. That ain't good. Let's give this to Leia. Jin's kind of lost a lot of viability in this fight. Let's see if we can remove Terminator. Nope, okay. Let's put damage immunity up on R2. Oh, okay. Order 66 prevented that. Okay, I thought the damage immunity would go past that. We live and learn. Okay, that was what I was aiming for before. I'm going to pull this back for a minute and hold the ult because I think we need to just get into a better position with the Disguised Clone Trooper. There we go. There we go. We've still dropped banners badly. This was not a good battle, but it was a win, so yeah, we'll definitely take that. A win's a win, but you kind of look at the banners and think you could do with just a touch more. Oh, I should have done basic. I don't know why I didn't. All right, never mind. Okay. 57. Like I say, terrible banners, but we got through the wall. 67 banner average now needed. Okay. As predicted, Ahsoka is on the back wall. All right, I'm turn that alarm off. Ahsoka. We've got General Grievous. And we got Caloran Beck with the granny with the gun. So the Great Mothers are going to have to take a shot at Ahsoka. That's the difficulty. It's going to be a tough fight, let's say that. I'm curious what's averaging the highest banners against GG with this Kron at the moment, because I've been dropping left, right, and centre. I imagine Gungans are up there. Oh, hang on. Okay, let's try again. As defending primary, which is that, and... Okay, that isn't the worst one, although inflicting a debuff, that could be awkward. Defensive armies, they've got staff. Okay. I could solo... Oh, I mean, I could try to do solo C versus spec. I've never tried it, but I could also two-man C versus gas, so it's like, where do you want to do your solo, I guess? I'm wondering if I could do a dab of Boba somewhere. Can we sort this by banners, but then make sure there's a minimum battle of, like, say, 100? Right, so Bo-Katan's looking the favourite. I remember if there's going to be an ad break on Twitch in a second, by the way, so I'm just kind of stalling a bit while that kicks on. I am curious if Dad Bob Boba can do this. I didn't mean to click that one. I feel like I've got to utilize Dad Bod somewhere. I know he has some viability in 3v3, but I don't know if it gets... Yeah, it gets neutered in 5s. And I'm pretty sure that did as well. Yeah, 56% win rate. Kalar and back Kron. Anything else on it? Offense to defense and max or bulk. And his allies are Granny, Jack and Ayla. The only attempt at a solo has been Sidious. Yeah, I think I'm safe just sticking with that. It blows though because it means I've got no wiggle room really. I'm just going to end up short. So, I can try undermanning there. Those two will give me a bit of banners back, but equally I can't afford to drop on any of these. Alright, let's just check this Kron here. Bulk with a load of defense. Wow, okay. Let's give it a whirl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dark side. Yeah, that's the one I go for. So let me just double check. Ezra's speed is 365. The Great Mothers, they are 343. Add on the 30 speed, they are 373. Morgan is 371 effective, so we go before Ezra and Jensen. Okay. Oh, sorry, I can't see my mouse. There we go. Let's get rid of Para. Okay, put that on Yang. Bow down. Just basics. Doom Sabine. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a bigger hit than I was expecting. And we've dropped banners as well as a result. So another not good thing. Oof. Okay. Yeah, dodge. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They give me the heebie-jeebies here. Ooh. Come on, we need to get Ezra out fast. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, we're not winning this one now. All right. Yeah, the two of them together are alright. It's when you take Ezra away that Ahsoka becomes a lot worse. Yeah, I'll submit. I mean, that's the Grand Arena over in terms of actually winning it. What I'm going to do to clean up is we're going to do Bane and we'll do Sass. And yeah, the idea is we're just going to clean this up and then we'll do something different against Caloran. Honestly, it's a hard one because Rey makes it, how do I put it? Rey's like a super team, so there's definitely a viability there, but the thing is, Ahsoka and Ezra are also beatable, so there isn't really a reason to do Ahsoka except for the fact that it makes Ahsoka better, if that makes any sense. But better can be beaten still, so it's like, really? The answer is Rey? But if you want your Ahsoka on defense, you kind of need to put Ezra there if you want it to not be cheesed. I mean, you saw there, I was doing all right until Ezra sort of got in the game against the Great Mothers. So, yeah, it can go wrong very quickly. Yeah, if you keep Ahsoka on offense, then I would probably try without Ezra. You can beat a few things with just Ahsoka. Like that GG that's on this wall, I could probably solo Ahsoka it if I had Ahsoka. I'm guessing Foresight. Plus, Ezra does have high dodge mastery. Yeah, it's safe to say this isn't going well. I'm going full auto it just for the fact that if it stands a chance, I essentially need Bane to just automatically do things. And to answer your question right now, I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. Let's put this in and let's try that. The irony is, if I'd done C Bane, it probably would have been alright, but because I did because I did it the way I did, I'm now in an awkward position. Alright, can I actually... No, I can't. We are at 3 stacks, though. Let's do that. Alright, pop that onto C. Alright, should be alright full autoing from here. We've got an immortal C. Quote unquote immortal. Like anything, it could go wrong, but essentially 3 stacks of Beskar armor plus Watt's tank tech should be enough to make him unkillable. I'm sure there is something in one of their kits that makes Ezra... He can't be insta-killed. So we might have to just whittle him down with lightning. Oh, and he just gets backup plan. I think that's what does it. I don't want C to waste it if we can target it better. Target whoever you can. Yeah, that ain't far off from me, to be fair. A little bit crazy. Yeah, let's use the lightning now. Didn't kill him, but it did whittle him down a bit. Brad trim just to stop him doing things. There we go. All right, full auto. We've got 2 minutes 20 to whittle down Ahsoka. When you think this team is just designed to be defensively durable, it's not really meant to... usually when I take in something like this with C against another team, it'll wipe out all the sides and it'll just be C standing solo. So the fact that this is standing kind of shows where Ahsoka is. She can't really deal a lot of damage without all the sides. Hey up, Beef. Thank you for the resub, man. Yeah, resub 5 months. Thank you very much, Beef. But yeah. It's a bit of a shame this is what costs us the Grand Arena. I mean, I respect it. Ahsoka's the newest galactic legend. I was off meta-ing, so you never guaranteed a win, but still, it felt like it was going smoothly, so the fact that it went haywire, that irks me a bit. It's like, not to mention I didn't clean up efficiently. But yeah, again, we're 2-1 for the week. I shouldn't drop out of Kyber 1 either, so that's a nice little bonus for me in the sense, you know, I keep getting Kyber 1 rewards, but it's a bit of a sad thing. Can we whittle her down? She is so frigging tanky. Like, I really don't want to have to do another hit just to get through her. I've already moved 2 teams I'd planned. Yeah, Beskar armor's flying everywhere. Yeah, she is the new shiny toy. Again, it's why I respect the fact that she's holding. I mean, look how little damage we're doing. Single digit damage. Well, so not single digit, but 3-digit damage. Well, the Great Mothers can do it, but I failed in my first attempt, so we're now cleaning up as best we can. I'm actually going to leave her for a minute so I don't lose track of everything else. We're going to do Bo-Katan Mandalore next here. I'm just going to hope there is a cleanup later on that we can do. They're great Night Sisters, yeah. I needed a Mandalorian Cron, but I didn't pick one up. Let's go for that. Beef, I've only just seen your message on my phone. I don't know why it doesn't show up on my screen. Yeah, a bit of a rough round, I'll admit, but I'm coping all right with it. I mean, it's how these rounds go, isn't it? You end up facing someone who's got much more than you, and you just have to ride the storm. Okay. It would be very, very nice if Bo could take a turn. Come on, Bo. Come on, Bo. That's it. Let's get this stap out of the way. I used Mace with Phantom and Lando Falcon versus Levy 71 banners. Nice. I know I've been planning on doing that if I faced it, but if I was confident doing it, it's another story. Let's just base it for a minute. I think we can dispel here. Oof. Okay. Yeah, let's just heal up OG Bo. Okay, not great banners, 60. Oh, like I said, we've lost this now. Yeah, I was trying to beat myself in Arena. It does seem fairly simple, but I know there are a few RNG points. It's where I think that original title of 99% is maybe a little out. Like, obviously the guy who did it, you know, he's got the same Fleet Arena Shard and I wouldn't say the same GAC opponents, but you get my drift. It's like, there's probably a point when it's like, okay, some things will probably screw it up a little bit. You know what I mean? All right. I think we're going to Malgus this. We did face Saw already, and so we did Ufus against Saw. The reason was they got Kara in the lineup, so I didn't fancy getting caught in that revive loop. So we used Ufus, got a 65. Yeah, I give them the props. They managed to put something down that stopped me 2-manning it. No worries, no worries. But yeah, let's give these lot a go. Go for that, I guess. Bit of protection and offense. I say that as if protection and offense are the things that matter. Okay, let's smack there. We aren't blind, so let's just hit Caloran, I guess. He might do a big hit in a minute and leap. Or that. Doubt is always welcome. Okay, Caloran down. If I could have gone for Granny with the gun to begin with, that would have been the first target, but ooh, okay. Interesting. Almost like she wants to get hit. Right, put fear on the Granny. Okay, granted I didn't keep it on the Granny, but we'll work on that. I don't particularly want her counter-attacking me, so I'm just holding a little bit. Okay. Let's suck. Alright, pretty straightforward this. Again, I'm just I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I feel like I need to just emphasize. It's kind of expected you have a round like this. As soon as I realized I was 2-0 up this week, I thought, I'm probably going to have a bad one in round 3. You know, it's like, you're not hoping for it. Certainly after the first wall, you're thinking, right, maybe we could have a chance. But yeah, that Ahsoka just kind of ruined the party a bit. And it's a shame, because it would have been nice if we could have at least, you know, got a full clear in the sense of no drops, but still banner behind. It would have been nice to have got that, but yeah, I'm just sort of nitpicking, should I say. Here we go. Let's just go OG with this. Go on, speed up, why not? It's not so much learn so many teams, because I'd argue by this point you've faced the majority of them. It's more just a case of, by Kyber 1, you're facing a lot of well-modded teams. Well-modded, they've got very good datacrons. Like that one with the Ahsoka team, it got heavy defense. So at that point, you're thinking, right, can I actually punch through it? And arguably, it is where Relics come into play in that. I've said for a long time that I don't feel the impact of Relics as much as some people do. But I think as the longer I'm in Kyber 1, the more I'll feel it. Ooh, okay, not nice. Oof, I really don't like that. I almost want to stall, but it's very hard to do that. Yeah, we're going to lose someone here. Oh, we didn't even get the stun. Oh, that was nasty. Okay, we got through without losing another one, but 59. All right. Well, the pressure's off on this. You know, compared to what I might be going through on Temmin? Sorry, on Crimson, this one feels a lot less pressurized. I did hear something the other day about this team. Something along the lines of, if you take Padme out and put someone in, I can't remember who it was. That was it, it was GMY. If you take Padme out and put in GMY, it reduces the RNG of who they prioritize, because the AI's got a hard-on for GMY. Not sure it's really worth me doing, but I will keep that in mind if ever it causes a problem. Like a consistent problem. Okay, might as well just do that on Slacker. Because there is a bit of me that prefers Padme in the team, just for the fact that it's giving the natural resistance to attacks at a turn. This is also another team without Red Trooper. Interesting how a couple of them have thought double tanking's a better idea. I don't know if that's to counter Bane Malgus. Sorry, Bane Malik. Oof. Okay, Snips is really low. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, die. It's not a very pleasant sight when you see him just go for you like that. All right. Certainly a Datacron I won't be sad to see expire. I mean, as much as I kind of like the fact that Slacker's had a moment in the sun again, I feel like he'd only just had it with Darkseid Ray arriving on the scene. So the fact that she immediately got a Datacron that made the team superpowered, it's like, okay, I wasn't really needing this. Especially when there's only pretty much one team that counters it, two if you can count Bane. Okay, Kitty Cat's looking a bit weak, so heal her up. Pass that to Canobster. 78%, we're just a little shy. All right, 65. Things are carrying on well there, I guess. Great Mothers, that was going to be Raver. Cheers, Beef. I mean, again, that's a counter that I feel pretty comfortable with, so I mean, I'll take it. You know, it's always going to give you a heart. Yeah, you know, it's always going to make your heart beat a bit faster. But at least it does mostly work. Let's do that. You know, someone death marks themselves, so you feel obliged to go for them, you know. Okay, 65. Malgus. I'm going to go a little bit cheesy here, if I can. Because there's no tank revive, is there? So let's just rethink the lineup. It's going to be 1, 2. I can't help but think which doofuses am I bringing along here. Let's go with Plo, sadly. I feel like I've accidentally shamed him. 1, 2, 3. And throw some more into a JML lineup. All right. Oh, hang on. Before I go in. Can Bad Batch beat that? I doubt they can, but I'm just curious if they can. It'd be cool if they could. Not great. Let's put it mildly. Okay. It was worth a look. You know, I'm trying to find uses for my Bad Batch. All right, well, we'll start with that. All right, I've just seen we're in an ad break, so I'll just hold off a minute. I'm trying to remember how you actually do this. It's been a while since I've used a Revan lead for this. My assumption is you do the one shot on Malgus and then just whittle down Malak. Where I haven't got like a mace or an Anakin. Let me just back up a minute. If I ignore my Jedi for a minute, what have I got left? DTMG, Afro. Let's just try shooting at that for a minute then, the Ahsoka. Let's just see what we can actually knock it down with. Let's give Afro a go. Let's just see if there's enough there. Because it could be that I'm undersizing when I don't really need to. Where is it? There it is. Empire, Vader, Afrocron. Let's see if she can take down Ahsoka. Bring in a droid. Ooh. Wow, BT really got hit with the short end of that stick. Armor shred, cool. Let's just keep that protection disruption on her if we can. Right, well, BT got knocked out of the park straight away, which was a surprise. I get why in terms of 2 meter shenanigans, but we won. I will take that as a clean up. And that just means I can throw JML at this properly now rather than try and do weird stuff with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and anything with high protection. That'll do. Okay, let's do a basic and call Luke. Just in case anyone's wondering, I do remember that the heal off debuffs. Okay, that was a bummer that I didn't do enough to keep revving around. It actually surprised me then how much damage they got out in a short space of time. Let's pass that to Hoda. Oh wow, okay. I mean, I'll do that. Yeah, let's just get rid of Malgus. But ideally, I can heal up Luke a bit. All right, that's a taunt gone. Past there. What to Night Luke? Let's just keep doing this. Okay, another one down. Okay, that's fine. I think it'd be safe to say this Grand Arena was never going to go to plan. Just seeing the banners here and I'm like, man, I needed 67 average. It's like, nope. All right, 59. Again, I'm giving Lemix credit. They put a strong defense down. They beat everything I put down in one, so no grudge on my side. Although, in my defense, I went triple meta defense. They went all meta on offense. So the fleet side at least cancelled each other out, if you like. So, yeah. Let's just work out what I want to do properly. We'll do Empire here. We'll do Radis there, so we can do a Negotiator here. I think that's okay. I might be wrong. Where's GAC? Missed it. Part of it, anyway. Redeem first. Let's go here. Let's try and get Scythe knocked out. Cool. Let's do a basic there. That wouldn't dispel debuffs, would it? No, so let's just do that. Okay, don't like that because Anakin's gonna get shot now. Well, you got bloody lucky there. You know, this is why it pays to be unpredictable. Oof, you little git. Pop that there. Ooh, you little git. Be gone. Go on, pop that onto Marauder. Alright, we've got the ability block. I guess that's something. Not a lot, but it's something. Okay. I'm really not liking how this is looking. Okay, we got Defender out. That's something. Cool. I mean, again, sums up this round a bit of a mess. Will Radis? Let's do that. Wiggle. Base it. Hang in there. Hang in there. Comeuppance. Okay. We're now just waiting on Ray to join the fight. Although granted, probably going to be less impactful now. Oh, no, no. Still got a nice big hit. We'll take it. even though we did lose Poe. And then Empire to clean up. I mean, again, this didn't go to plan, but I feel like a lot of what I've done was okay. I feel like once the wheels came off, though, it was hard to sort of maintain that competitive edge, if you like. You know, you want to try and get max banners, but it's like, All right, so the wiggle, we steal the buffs. Okay, we'll pull and assist. Sweet. 74, 73, 74. Final score, 1785. So 15, we were 58 banners behind. So again, I can't complain. But yeah, well done, Lemix. You've earned your championship victory. 2-1 for the week, though. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I should stay in Kaiba 1 with that. So again, I can't complain. It was a decent week. And we're still third here. Where's this Rey Skywalker? Wealth. All right. So whilst I'm just setting up Crimson, I'm going to run an ad break. It's going to be a little bit longer than usual, but the aim is to try and reduce the length of the next ad break. So let's get that out of the way. I can reset this board as well. Okay. Where's my login? Here it is. Just while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to post that score on Discord. All right, let's claim this. I want to try and make sure I get these 3 up before I work on the clones. I know it's a bit counterproductive in terms of the clones are like important now for the raid, but I feel like I need to get these 3 viable for TB, otherwise my Jabba team's just really out of it. So it also gives me a little bit of time to finish off CX2, so then I've got Apo disguised and CX2 to work on to get to the relic levels they want, and then hopefully SWGOH catches up. I mean, I say catches up, he can go up to relics whenever now, but the shard count will matter eventually. So yeah, I'm going to work on the clones first here. On my main, I did On my main, I've done the Bad Batch. They're all Relic 5. I actually did a run of the Relic 5 tier last night. That wasn't bad. But I'm going to just leave the Bad Batch clones a little bit on this one. It's strange because I got Omega there first, and it was more just because she had gear. I was like, sod it, I'll just give her some gear, but I need to think out what I'm going to do, because arguably I could do... I mean, arguably I could do that. I could do Batcher, Hunter, Wrecker. Yeah, they are in a kind of good position. I don't know. I'll have to mull it over. Delete that now. I don't have a lot of squads here. I could do with adding some. All right, I've been stalling long enough because I've just waiting for the outbreak to go over. All right. Ooh, wow, we've got a lot of climbing to do here. I'm just going to hit one battle now, just so I've done something. Don't worry, we'll get into GA after this. Okay, let's do that. All right, reinforce, full auto. I would like to try and practice the endurance counter with Mace, sorry, with Soka and Plo, but I just don't have that much faith in it. I feel like this account's got a better chance of doing it because Ahsoka here is Relic 7 compared to my main where she's Relic 3, but I don't know, it still feels like something's missing. I don't know if it's endurance's Relic level. Maybe speed matters a little. I honestly don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling it, not feeling it, you know what I mean? I say on this camp, by the way, because pretty much every fleet in this shard is Leviathan. There might be someone who runs an Executor, but the majority at the top are Leviathans. So it's a good breeding ground for practice compared to Temmin's, where there are actually quite a few Executors and Profundities in there. I think some people do like to just run off meta rather than doing mirrors, even when the mirrors are pretty straightforward like this. Okay. So, let's see who Crimson's facing this round. I don't know if this is it, by the way, but let's have a look. Whoever they are, they haven't attacked. We were 2-0 this week as well here, so we have still got a chance of a championship on our hands. We're up against Shinji from Broken Arrow. Let's have a look at Broken Arrow. Again, if SWGOH will comply. 643 million GP guild. Okay. You're like Kyber GM members, which is ironic considering the biggest ones in Chromium. I can't help that, you know, you make a point in your like little bio saying we want Kyber GA players, and it's like, yeah, your best one's in Chromium. It's like, you're not that picky, are you? On a Rhodium as well. Okay. So let's see, I'm 11.7, they're 12.8. 312 to 355 Zetas, 42 to 53 Omicrons. 7 to 9 GLs, again, not a big surprise there. 199 to 267 relics. That's... Ugh. Relic 9 7 to 20. Relic 8's 15 to 24. Relic 7's 87 to 67. Relic 5's 61 to 100. So we've only got the 7s as an advantage. Mods. We've got advantages. 25 pluses were 62 to 37. 20 pluses were 240 to 176. We're behind on the 15s by 20. 405 to 425. We've got one between us on Datacrons. Alright. I did skim there a bit too quick. Yeah, full health modding on Ray is unusual nowadays. Same with offense modding on Slacker. I mean, just looking at my Slacker here, by the way, it's a very slow Slacker compared to some out there. I do need to remod my Darkside Ray on Crimson as well, I think. He's a little too quick for the current meta. It's alright, for some reason I was looking at my last opponent still. I need to look at this little column. Eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize. Okay, so they haven't built up Lucian or the clones, the new clones. I keep saying clones when it's Bad Batch. I don't know why. They quite literally aren't clone troopers for some reason. They have got Ezra, they have got Darkside Ray, got Balin, Great Mothers. Darkside Ray is very fast. Like I was just saying, it feels wrong to have a fast Darkside Ray in the current meta unless they haven't got the Datacron, which I'd be surprised at. So yeah, that feels a bit of an outlier. Again, I'm at fault. Nothing here looks too crazy out of place, although I wouldn't say Fifth Brother being in that list as usual. Okay, let's see what they put down. We've got Queenie. I'll have to check it isn't a support Kron. We've got Finn, General Grievous, and Jab Jab. It isn't a support Kron. In fact, these three haven't got Krons at all, so that is a surprise considering they have actually got data Krons. Alright, what about the South Wall? How slow was the Ray? Sorry, you might have seen something I didn't notice. 531. I mean, mine's slower. I haven't deliberately gone slow, I've just prioritized offense and health. You know, if you give me a priority list, I'd say those two stats are higher than speed. Alright, that's the South Wall. Ever get the feeling someone's saying F you? Alright, Bo-Katan can do the Lord Vader. What's the Ray comp got? No Ezra. Ezra's up there, that's cool. Oh, cool enough. Yeah, it has got that as well, so... JMK does Slacker. Sia does Ray. I need to check the win rates, but I assume C-Bane can do that. Ooh, okay. Can we try again? Nope. Okay, that was unusual. Soka. Ezra. Yeah, C and Bane. Show me the win rate. That is not good. Yeah, that is not good. Because here I don't have Queen Amidala. Well, I have her, but she's on defense and we don't have the support Kron here. I don't have the Great Mothers here. And my slackers on defense. I don't have Leia. You'd have to write a list of what I do have rather than what I do. I don't have. Yeah, so D-Bane's pretty much my Hail Mary there. It wins, we win. It loses, I'm out. I'm being persistent with it. I want to try and get the Night Sisters working. So I don't know if I've accidentally remodded them. As far as I know, I haven't. But to my knowledge, they're still hitting the targets they should. So I won't get that working. GG, we can't do Bo-Katan here. We'll do Treya there. We'll do... Tentatively, we can put Adrad there. And then... I don't really know for Finn. I'll put Malgus temporarily. But yeah. Jeez Louise. It's going to come down to one battle. Shall we get out of the way? %, health. Takes us up to 243 k health. Bane, 159k health. Let's see how it goes. You know, T-Max, I've only just clocked what you're saying about a slow Rey. You were talking about Darkseid Rey, weren't you? It's the fact that she doesn't need speed with the Datacron because she's taking bonus turns all the time. That was my logic anyway. It doesn't hurt, but if you can reprioritize, it does help. You know what I mean? It's like, I know on my main, I prioritize putting offense and health on her. And you just think, all right, that just means she's more survivable and she's dealing more damage when she actually hits. You know what I mean? But for sure, it's not that she doesn't need it. I mean, if anything, in PvE, she needs it. Oof. How about Bane? Wow, we aren't getting that. Cool. Let's keep that there. Okay, Sabine's down. I feel like they're trying to tilt me with this. Oh, he's got the taunt anti. Come on, Bane. Wakey, wakey. Oh, is it deflective ward, maybe? Morai's wisdom? I don't know. Buyanga got something. Suck, suck, suck. Okay, Buyang's back. I have kind of left it like this with C for a reason, because I know it ramps his mastery up. I know I'm going to have to ult soon, though. Okay. Speaking of which... I don't see... Yeah, I don't see that backup plan there. Okay, that didn't matter, but let's just suck. Cool. Full auto. Killer. You'd like to think we can do it in a minute. Hey. 78. Okay, we're just claiming all these, and I might as well do another fleet battle just while I've got a minute. If I wasn't so far behind, I wouldn't be juggling, but yeah, I do need to catch up a little bit. But yeah, if I've got... Well, when this is on full auto, I'll pull up my raid mods on my main. Just show you what my logic was. I mean, I did say as well that, you know, she needs them for PvE, but I did TB this week, obviously, and a little bit awkward. You know, there were moments when you're like, God, Ray hasn't taken a turn in ages, but other than that, it was fine, you know. Flock, hello there. General Kenobi to you. How are you doing? Here we go. Characters. And where is Darkside Ray? She's down here. So yeah, we've got offense primary. I could actually do a roll in that. But yeah, offense, just try and maximize all that. I mean, she's really slow, 224. Probably could do it being a bit quicker. Especially with the context of not rolling the triangle. But 9k damage, and that's R7. If you're R8 or R9, probably easily over 10. You know, I think it's probably worth the trade there. If I roll that as well, I could potentially get a health boost as well. But yeah, there's a few interesting things there. It reminds me of like when Dash had a Datacron with the same idea, you know, whenever someone took a turn, he took a bonus turn. And for that entire period, the modding for Dash changed because it went from he needs to be the quickest to he needs to be the most defensive. Just for the simple fact that he was guaranteed to take turns, so you just want him to deal as much damage on those turns. Okay, let's carry on. Let's do Seer on the Ufus. Sorry, not Seer on the Ufus. Seer is the Ufus. Let's do the Ufus on Ray. Just gotta dance around Barris, it seems. Get the nice armor Pancron. All right. Well, we've got to dance very carefully here. Famous last words when I do an AoE and someone dies. All right, let's throw some rocks. I don't really want Ben smacking me, so let's just send that there. I figured there'd be a whirlwind. I was fine with that one. She's in damage immunity. Cool. Cool. All right. Worst case scenario, he isn't coming back. Ooh, okay. Shields up. Let's try and protect Taran. We don't want him going down. Ideally, we could get Starkiller a few turns. Get that ult. Okay, don't go hard on Barris. Ooh, okay. I am very wary of that. Ooh. Go on, base it for now. Oh, this is not nice because I'm going to kill Barris, I think. Oh, we just managed to worm out of that, I think. Beat down on her. Yeah, I just had to accept the kill there, I think. I was too worried that Barris would revive someone and then they'd have offense, and yeah, I thought let's just take the banner loss there. Okay, that's good to know. I have seen some instances, well, of course there are no revives. I thought that was just Taran though, or am I forgetting part of the Omicron expanding to Ufus? Was it this? Enemies defeated by allies, yeah. I tell you, these kits are that bloody long sometimes. One Pratt with a raid, party of 15. How you doing? Gonna say, appreciate the double raids. Gonna say hello on YouTube as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, honestly, I completely forgot that the old team got it, so that is helpful. I was going to say, I feel like we keep the British end up a little bit. Okay. Let's go and deal with this little git. We've beat it once on my main account, so let's go and do it again. Odacron in. And yeah. I was going to say, I thought I'll go for the polite end, considering I got the raid. Let's do this. I was told it's Bones who we rip into. Okay, let's do that. Okay. All right, fear on Ahsoka is not, well, Snips is not wanted. Yeah, we'll go ult though. Okay, she's out of fear at least. Trouble is, we need Rey to take a turn. There she goes. Now just don't do anything to my cat. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Be gone with her. All right, let's pull an assist, I guess. Boink. I was going to say, Red Trooper is going to learn it doesn't pay to be a Sith. Come on, I want some banner recovery here. Ooh. What did I say about banner recovery? Yeah, Kitty Cat, keep her alive, I guess. Pass back to Kenobi. He can do his ult and that'll heal us up. And yeet. 65. Alright, let's take down this mall and then we can just quickly nip over and do another fleet battle. Right, I can see a Mother Hubbard lurking. Are you okay? You sure? Okay. Okay. Oh. All right, let's do that. A Daze. Let's get Maul out. Royal Guard nearly took the bullet. Oh, he's hanging in there. I mean, IG's really trying to send a message there. Okay. Daze not welcome. Let's put that on IG-12 again. I want that cleansing. Bye-bye. Nope. Okay. Being a bit persistent. Poop stance isn't something I want to go for, so we're just going to base it. Let's dispel bow. And let's just call the mass assist. Yeah, sadly, we're gonna get a hit. Oh, that turns, how rude. 63. Little banner stealer. 505. What are we facing at the back? We've got Qui-Gon. Oh, hang on, try again. Qui-Gon. Great Mothers. Oh, again, try again. And General Skywalker. Okay, can deal with that. Let's just do another fleet battle. I do want to hit that Tomy, but it's going to be a longer fleet climb if I do that. Go on, sod it. Worst case scenario, I can just go to second. So as far as those counters, or those teams that we need counters for, I'd say we're actually looking all right. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. We could do Raver on... Actually, no, we could do Raver on Great Mothers. The Qui-Gon we can do... Oh, honestly, we could do JML. I suppose I could move Malgus to gas and throw that there. And all of this doesn't factor in. I've got Lord Vader on offense as well, because I always keep forgetting to add him onto this list down here. But Lord Vader could clean up that if it went wrong, but yeah. I know it's like, well, why don't you just take it in to begin with? I really don't like using Lord Vader. I was hoping for a more elegant way of saying that. Honestly, it's more a case of I'd rather try and get the Night Sister to work and clean up with Lord Vader if it goes badly wrong. And then I've got Mon Mothma as well to just clean up like a solo jabber if it goes kind of right but kind of wrong. No, I had to do the Lord Vader version, the Lord Vader counter. You just bring in Maul and you just have to make sure you do the first special with Vader, but it's one of those frustrating things with tenacity checks. So I think I'm actually going to get that out of the way now. All right, so jab jab, no Datacrons on their side, so it kind of balances out when I'm not doing them on mine. We're going to put them in like I normally would, but we're going to remove Zombie and put in Spirit. Now, fingers crossed they do what they should and aim for Spirit. There we go. We've actually got 2 down. That is perfect. Yeah, I can understand that logic for sure. Okay, that is okay. I would rather Talzin be down still, but I feel like we can work with this. That's it, go for Talzin. Alright, that I didn't want. You know what, I am actually going to aim a Chrysanthemum for a minute, just for the fact that I want the actual attacker to potentially go for the Spirit. There we go. Yeah, I'm worried that Spirit comes back when we get the kill. There we go, auto base it. Hopefully that's ramping up Asajj now, just one constant death. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I would have thought this would be close if not it. Probably you do need Talzin down as well, but in my mind, I'm making it work with Asajj's rampage. She's still standing. We've got time to ramp. All that big question, do we ramp? Rattling on Jabba does have me a touch scared. Surely we can get there. Surely. Or do I just feel sad when we don't? concerned. Like, time's running out and he's still got a load of protection. Sarge really needs to ramp quicker. 74k. The trouble with removing Temmin, so it's giving him protection all. Or bonus protection, one of the two. I know I always pick the wrong one when I say it. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Crap, that was a bloody good call. GG's, that was the last second. GG's on that. Where's that? All right. Hunter got closer. All right. We've still got a little bit of time here, so I'll just hang on. And can we do a quick one? Is it like a quick battle that's going to be cake? Jabber this. That should be cake. All right, let's throw a grenade there. Pass that to Jab. And just get rid of that buff immunity, because no one wants that. I mean, genuinely, no one wants buff immunity. It'd be a funny tune if they did actually want it, wouldn't it? Like there was some mechanic in the kit where it's like, if they get buff immunity, this happens. Okay. Any chance of stalling for an ult, or are we too far gone? No, we're all right. 66. Okay, fleet battle. Pain in the arse having to juggle like this, but we got two battles. We're going to use them. Okay. Go on. I'm wary I may have to hop on my phone to do a battle if GA starts running over a bit. It is where I wish there was a bit of BlueStacks functionality about the game, you know, where you could have multiple instances, but yeah, I don't think the EA game app has ever thought, why would we want that, you know? Quite literally, since the PC client came out, that has probably been the only downside. And that's like a very niche downside, isn't it? You know, for the madmen and monsters that have got multiple accounts. So I haven't been keeping track of banners here, but I think those two should be pretty straightforward. I mean, Trey can always have a hiccup against Queen Amidala, but in general, it's pretty safe. Adrad, I don't know exactly how it'll get on here, but there's reasons to be optimistic. Yeah, I think they look okay. The only one I'm contemplating is, can we throw a Dad Bob Bulba anywhere? Maybe you could clean up GG if that did go wrong, or you can clean up Queen if that went wrong. Like a few little options. Just while I've got a second, let me have a look at this. Okay, so new football season starts 9th of August. So it's not this coming Saturday, it's the one after. Okay. So essentially we've got one more round before I start doing the Friday night streams again. In my mind, that's always worth keeping up here. Hey up, Sop, how you doing? Okay, let's get Treyer involved. Uno, dos, tres. Add these lot in. And I'm probably not going to use Sidious, so we'll just go with that. Hey, I mean, if it was brutal and you still managed to do that, you're doing good. I'd say, take the pros, you've done good. I feel like every time it's like, I speak for myself, I find it hard sometimes to see the good from the bad. So, always helpful if I can help other people at least. Oh, hang on, I did have a kill shot then. Okay, Daze is a bit awkward. Okay. I know that won't do anything, but why not? Hobie's still under stealth. Oh, okay. Not any longer. Okay. I get it, Hobie, you're a little bit annoyed. I killed your master. My name's not Darth Maul, though, so don't go rampaging on me. Alright, ability block there, cool. Alright, who needs annihilates when you've just got ramping offense? Or stacking offense? Alright, 64, one banner dropped, we'll take that. And GG, Adrad. Got any light side stuff? We'll throw that on. Oh, okay. What was he actually recommending? I know lately I've been using Radis versus Profundity. I wouldn't say it's 100%, but it's got some interesting mechanics. Oh, you saw it yesterday. You enjoy it, MJ? Say that again. Yeah, that's good. I mean, to be honest, right, I think I said it last time. The film kind of had to be good, didn't it? As far as if they didn't get it right, I think there would have been question marks about the viability of it as a film franchise. And it doesn't deserve that. It's such a solid IP. So I'm glad that they've managed to get it off the ground. Yeah, that could be a little awkward if the route levels were off. I mean, I've never seen Triple Attacker versus Prof, but hey. To be honest, I bet it doesn't take much to beat Fatal Cloud Galactus. I get what they were doing back then. You know, they were a little bit shy about it, like, oh, I'm not sure people would like this thing, but I think now those people will go, yeah, people were ready for it. Let's throw this down, I guess. Actually, no. Let's go with that. Let's give him the armor pen. I have heard good things about the Silver Surfer. Again, I'm seeing it, so I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but you know, you scrolling through social media, you just see like a JPEG review, and it's like, okay, cool. You know, I'm not going to read any more than just like that little glimpse, but it's always nice just to get like a vague idea of what people are thinking. Here we go. One minute. I feel like I'm doing very well for the speed of these battles and the fact that I keep thinking we're ready for the next one. Does it say Malgus here? Shall we try Empire? Well, Lord Vader. Okay. All right, take a nap. Let's pass that to Lord Vader. All right, bit of a shame we lost one. Okay. Okay, that one's taking a nap. Okay, not great banners, 58. I'd rather not. I'd rather not be... I'd rather go in completely blind, you know what I mean? Rather than getting spoiled on something that I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I know that might sound a bit weird, but I'd rather go in being open to anything, you know what I mean? Here we go. I'm overkilling this, I know. Just to clarify, Ada, the track's on top of the screen, just in case you haven't seen it. Yeah, I think at one point, Sop, there was a soft counter for Lord Vader with Trier. It was the idea that you couldn't take the entire team out, but you could take everything but... No. You could take everything but Lord Vader out with Trier. So I'm not surprised that that's giving you a bit of J. There we go. Your opponent's cleared north? Okay. Well, we're on Fleet Wall now. Speaking of Fleet, let's hit theirs. Levy on offense. I mean, how I view it, I've got my prof on offense, but on my main I've been doing triple meta defense, and it feels rough, but my opponent today did well. They took all 3 meta on offense and cleared it. MJ, you set 8 GLs, didn't set fleets, you or a walk into GAC table. I suppose it's a case of if they get to fleet, they deserve the win. Yeah, if they can't beat Slacker, they're going to be in trouble, aren't they, Sop? Probably the only thing that could beat it is Bane. Well, you know, they're the 2 counters. JMK with the Hodocron or Bane with... Is it like high defense, like the Zalborgron or something? Not right now. But to be honest, he probably still struggles even without the current focus Datacron. Yeah, the only 2 things that are currently beating Kylo are JMK with the Hoda focus Datacron and Bane Malak with some form of Datacron that buffs them up. It is irritating because it means you've got to have one of those 2 available. Oh, and a mirror. You can do a mirror, but that's not ideal. You know, if you're doing a mirror, it means that your opponent's not having to deal with your Kylo. If he's got Bane Malak and he's got a focus Datacron or something that can support it, yeah. Yeah, if he's used Bane and somewhere else and he's, you know, he's not got it for JMK, then that will be an issue. He has no FDCs. Unless he's got a normal Datacron, then that's got good stats. I doubt he could use Bane on it. And JMK without the Hodocron wouldn't do it either. So you should be alright. Yeah, it's where Datacrons can really shift the GAC. You know, it's weird, right? That is such a weird thing they've done in terms of that Kron does look like a D-Kron, but in reality it is an Emperor Palpatine Kron. Very weird, isn't it? They never bothered to fix the picture. Alright, I was going to swap accounts doing my my fleet climb on my main, but we're a bit early. I think we are. Let me just double check. I'm assuming this guy won't have hit me yet. Yeah, I'm currently 3. Okay, we can profit. By the way, a very nice fleet wall, so thank you to my opponent. Let's do this. All right, I got the assists off Profundity, but I didn't really get any from the actual team, so that was a bit irritating. I think for this sole reason, it's why I couldn't leave not Profundity, Negotiator on defense right now. You're essentially offering up a 77 doing this. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Galactic Republic fleet, so I'm not in tune with them, should I say. But even here, I'm still trying to use them on offense. Don't kill it. Right, we got the ult. Hello, Alice. How you doing? Let's base it. Nothing that I've actually seen. Wampa's probably just going to get a little buff, essentially, with the Kron. It's not going to be anything like transformative. Trying to think what the other ones are. The Ray, sorry, not the Ray one. The Rolo one might do something for another team other than Rolo, so that could be good. But yeah, I don't think any of the other FDCs are that great, at least in terms of elevating it. One, two, three, four, five. As far as GAC today, Hal, I lost on my main. Tripped up on Ahsoka, to be honest. So yeah, I'm probably going to stay in Kyber 1, but that little climbing you've noticed is probably going to drop off for a round. Let's get stunned. The Darth Vader one is interesting, but I'm not sure how powerful it's going to be. My gut read is it's going to be niche rather than powerful. Ooh, I've just seen comeuppance was starting. I hadn't noticed that to begin with. $75, I'll take that. Yeah, I think that's the correct approach, T-Max. Just wait and see a little bit. I mean, I feel like compared to the last set, there's not as much that you need to race out to get. I think the actual normal Datacrons are probably going to be more impactful this time. I mean, Scavray and Holdo for me, sorry, not Holdo, Rose, they both seem pretty good to me. Okay, let's bring in Plo. Let's put a taunt there. That's cool. Let's put that on Anakin. All right, Anakin got that, no big surprise. Let's just give him a little heal. Naturally, the second sister will keep gunning for him. Counter, yeah, that's rough. Ah, that's good. We're all good there. 72. Scabrow's Night Trooper, Ninth Sister. Yeah, Ninth Sister as well was the other good one for sure. All right, we've got 1839 there. I am going to race over to my main account now. We've got 10 minutes on the clock, and hopefully that's enough time to do a lockout. But yeah, I completely agree with those in terms of the ones that you probably must go for. Thankfully, though, it doesn't seem like you need to go and purchase the FDCs. I mean, stat-wise, like you say, the Rolo one, that does look good. I think there was a shed load of offense and armor pen, wasn't there? But I don't think there was anything too crazy on the others. At least I remember. Honestly, 8th Brother is probably the one that gets subbed out. I feel like 5th is kind of useful. 8th is good for damage, but you rely on Grand mostly for the damage. %, health, 100% crit avoid, 150% defense. Am I mixing it up with the offense one then? I can't remember who got what. I know there was one with a really high offensive stats, and it was like, wow, okay, that's probably worth it. Yeah, usually the big tax is the one to go for. I think the Night Sisters might be the exception. I think they got a duff one. Yeah, again, I mean, if you got that, it isn't bad. There are certain teams you'd probably want that for, but nothing too crazy. Probably like if you go and face Tuscans, you know, in 3v3, it's nice to get a perma kill. But saying that, usually you've got a death mark, so it's not the most important thing. It might just help you outside of GAC, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely an argument for that. I mean, it's like with this current set we've got, well, I say current set, the one that is going to be the older set, if you like. The one with the Gungans, I got 2 Tarpals Crons, and one was 100% offense if you've got max health protection. And I got another one with the stun. So it gave me that little bit of flexibility, you know, if I want to be frustrating people with stuns or if I want to just wreck them. And to be fair, it has been useful in that sense. I've been using the offense to defense when I use them, and I've put the stuns on defense. So I feel like certain teams can they're all right with that 100% offense. I've got like Bo-Katan, for instance. You can usually just get around the Gungans quick enough with that. Whereas the stuns, they don't really like being stunned. Again, that's if I'm remembering right. It might be 3v3 I'm thinking of there. Well, this is the fun bit about a fleet climb right now. How would you split Inquisitors for 3v3? Honestly, I'd probably do same as always, to be honest. I'd do... Well, actually, saying that, I suppose you could do Grand lead. You could do Grand, 9th, maybe 5th, and then do Raver 7th and 8th, but I don't think it's worth it, honestly. You probably just don't do 9th with Raver. Do a Raver Cron for when you use Raver and have 9th when you're doing 5v5. I don't think Raver's level 9 was bad, it's just that it wasn't great. You know, you're talking S tier, A tier, B tier. It's like Raver's was A tier. Not necessarily, just... It's not something you re-mod for, I would say. It's just something like, oh, okay, she's got a bit of potency on her, so she'll deal a bit more damage. You know, it's nothing crazy. I don't want to leave this too late. But I don't want to go too early either. Oh, I did leave it too late, damn. Ah, shiitake. Alright. Alright, that was definitely a case of leaving it too late. They've probably gone for second already by this point, but... I can play it a bit more comfortably now, you know what I mean? Right, let's do that. Yeah, exactly. That's usually what you're on. I would genuinely just stick with that. I mean, maybe there will be a lineup that involves using Raver in 9th, but I can't really understand the justification for it, because even though 9th Datacron is great, it's like you're going to be taking something really big out by subbing 9th in for 7th. 7th is just so important with the heals. You know, I think it'd be a very hard call to bring 9th in. And if you take Grand out, you've got no damage. Yeah, potentially there could be a trap team. I mean, you could even try and do... Assuming you haven't got the Dark Side clones, you could even try 9th with Lord Vader. Or Raver with Lord Vader and do Grand lead. Again, I wouldn't suggest it, but it's an option. If you got the clones, then you don't have to do it then. It's where 3v3 is definitely the room for experimentation. Alright, I've got about a minute and 45 until my payout, so I'm probably safe to end the battle. Yeah, we're about minute 30. If they can clear me in minute 30, they've done well. They've gone for second, so I think they accepted it. Alright. But we're all done here. It was an earlier start, but it was with the intention of finishing earlier, so yeah, let's go here. The Starkiller's probably slept on in that regard. He's still pretty useful with like the Mara EP theme. It's just, I think especially at the top end, he's got outshone a bit by Sia Malicos. And it just makes more sense to put Starkiller in that team. Especially when you've got Ezra on raid teams, because Starkiller can just get rid of all the buffs that Ezra puts out to begin with. But yeah, for sure, he's still decent with EP Mara. Just like I say, he's just been outshone a little. Anyway, we are going to launch a raid because, yeah, we're going to pop off. Is there anyone online that we know? I can see Sweens. All right. Yeah, I think he's just starting as well, so not a bad way to start someone's stream. Quick thank you to Beef Out Pockets for the resub. Thank you very much, Beef. And thank you for the raid from Womprat on both Twitch and YouTube. So thank you very much, Womprat. All right, let's get the raid launched. We're going to be back now on Thursday. So we'll do week 3 of GAC. So until then, folks, have a good rest of your week. And yeah, I will see you then. I'm trying to find my end button. Bye for now, everyone.